Welcome back to Local 4 News Over Coffee. We are at the Maid-Rite at 53rd and Jersey Ridge in Davenport. I am Mike Mickle, and I am joined by some friendly faces around here and some people who are making a big difference in our community as we talk about business after the bridge. You know, we're already seeing the development really kind of pop up in Moline and also in Bettendorf, and one of the guys that's been behind a lot of the success in Bettendorf, Reverend Dale Owen from Centra. Dale, how are you?
Great.
Talk to me about this new facility and what all of your housing in it. I've driven past it. I haven't walked in it yet.
Yeah, so it houses certainly the heart of our organization, a lot of our back office support staff as a full-service branch. But also we partner with the Downtown Bettendorf organization. Ryan Janzi has an office there. And then we have two business partners, Britta Keys with First Community Trust and Lee with CUNA, our Liberty Insurance and partner there.
It's a great example of kind of private and the community coming together, the city coming together.
Yeah, also on the first floor we have a great collaboration space. We call it the Lensmeyer Learning Center in honor to our late CEO, Paul Lensmeyer, and a tribute to our foundation and a nice tribute to them to him in that room, and that room's getting utilized very regularly, and it's a perfect meeting space for a lot of other community organizations to come in and help us collaborate to make the downtown all the better.
Oh, that's great. Mayor, when you hear this and you see this going on, well, what goes through your mind? You're going to be happy about this.
Well, I think we learned not only from our friends in Moline about how to take a look at a downtown partnership and get the business owners together, but we've seen this collaborative effort from those folks who want to build in Bettendorf. People who are building not only physical spaces that communities can use, but working together to bring about positive change and create the kind of downtown that they all want to see too. This is their home place for business, or maybe it's a branch down the street of a different kind of business. It's where some folks will be living in apartments and condos, and those owners are coming together to be part of that picture that we're creating in downtown Bettendorf, and that's really exciting. This is a great time to be in downtown Bettendorf or Moline as these changes happen, to be a part of what comes next and have your voice heard.
You know, one of the most encouraging things I think in my years of working with the Chamber is hearing how the communities are having conversations. We don't need two tax layer centers. We don't need two TBK sports centers, and finding those unique venues that can be in each of the communities that make us stronger as a whole. So what's the focus in Moline right now?
Well, I think since you mentioned the Chamber, we do work in a group of downtown organizations that come together kind of under the Chamber banner to partner on different activities and things and making sure that we're kind of all coordinated. But I do think that when our downtowns are healthy together, our communities are healthier, and I think there is a fair amount of considering all of our downtowns as a unit, and that the health of one represents the health of another. So, for example, we're partnering with the Chamber on a housing study that Davenport had done previously, but we're working with some of the other communities to add in a look at what are the housing needs downtown in some of those other communities. So I think we'll really come away with a good strategy and a good idea of what's needed from a housing standpoint. We're really trying to capitalize, as the mayor said, on some of the trends of young people and older folks, empty nesters living downtown, and I think to the extent that we can create opportunities for them to live, work, and play, we certainly want to do that. So that's really our focus.
Boy, I love hearing that. You know, in my business, we have a lot of fresh out of college students coming to work for us at WHBF, and they're always looking for places to live, and they want to get out and enjoy the community. They want to get to know where they live. This is their first job out of college for many of them, and they're coming to the Quad Cities for the first time. And we want to make sure that they stay here because they're finding affordable housing, a cool place to live, and fun things to do, and it sounds like that's really a focus.
Yeah, and I think the programming work that Jeff and Moline Center do, and Melissa through the Mercado do in our downtown is such a natural complement to what Renew works on, and really is such a necessary part of creating a full experience downtown.
We've got a lot more to talk about, but I'm getting a wrap right now. So Ash, that must mean that you were ready to give us the forecast.
I am. Thank you, Mike. Thank you very much. It's been cold around here recently, traveling on the bridge or otherwise. Temperatures actually broke a few records on Monday and Tuesday. We had the low record broken there on Monday, and then the record low and the record cold high on Tuesday. And then yesterday, things warmed up ever so slightly, 31 degrees. A big woohoo here in the middle of November when temperatures are supposed to be right around 50. That been nowhere close to that recently. You don't need me to tell you that, but technically it is still meteorological autumn, so it is supposed to be warmer. We are going to warm up as we go through the weekend and through next week as well, but unfortunately, the below average weather looks like it is here to stay with us. Good news as you're stepping out of the door this morning is the cloud cover overnight has trapped in a lot of the heat that we had from yesterday. And I use heat as a very loose term because it was not very warm at all yesterday, but this morning it doesn't feel too bad, especially compared to the past couple of mornings. You can see it is 15 in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. That's because the skies are a lot more clear the further west you go. So that heat, the shortwave radiation there left the atmosphere, and that's why it cooled down so much. And those are the clear skies that are on the way for us today. That means sunshine. Lots of sunshine on the way for us, especially by the afternoon. But the winds do stay out of the north. So temperature-wise, not going to be a whole lot warmer than yesterday, but a couple good things for us today. The winds will be lighter and there'll be more sunshine. So not a bad day when you kind of chalk it up, especially compared to Monday, Tuesday. Temperature-wise, we do get back to the 40s as soon as tomorrow. Sunshine helps with that a little bit, plus the winds won't be directly out of the north by Friday. We'll see some more south wind, especially building in for Saturday and Sunday. So slowly trying to get up there into the lower 40s this weekend. It will come with a chance for a little bit of precipitation by Sunday. But at this point, not worried about accumulation. 32 is our high temperature for today. Very similar to yesterday, but like I said, that light wind and the sunshine makes a difference. Tonight, a pretty chilly night as we drop down to the teens, and temperatures will be back to the 40s all through the weekend, and most of next week actually gets up to 45 by Tuesday. Coming up next, our conversation over coffee continues, how the extended I-74 bridge construction is impacting cities along the river. You're watching Local 4 News.
Don't let your work environment define you. You